all our YouTube channel.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Mataji Kandatna. Thank you so much for Ramananda Kanaya Prabhuji to give this opportunity. Hare Krishna. Also, to that one, we going to the class before, to the testing the Lord. Om Jnanatimirandasya Nananjana Salakaya Satkuru Militam Yena Tasmai Sti Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Savidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadandayam Tadandi Swam Padandiham Vandegam Sri Gurum Sri Yuda Padakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagagana Raganatham Sandivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagagana Lalita Sri Vishaka Vidamsha Ye Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhi Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpataruvasya Krupa Sindhubhyevacha Paditanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Kadadara Shri Vasadi Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Saivam Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vinyasam Tado Jaya Budiraya Ukam Karodi Vachalam Langam Langayate Girim Yakrupadam Maham Vande Paramanandam Madhavam Sri Chaitanyam Ishwaram Sri Gurin Darinam. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhuji Mataji. All straight. Everybody stood Dandrat Pranam to your lotus feet. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All glories to the Nityananda Prabhu. All glories to the Advaita Acharya. All glories to the Krishna Kavidas Goswami. All glories to the Srila Prabhupada. All glories to the Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna. We are today to up to 2.56 to 2.63. We are going to cover this the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila. So last week we had the continuation. The Mataji was taken very wonderfully. That's the classes by the Baba stages. Each Baba, how she was explained it very nicely. And the same continuation, we to continue. Please bless me because I'm in the insufficient soul, because I'm not qualified to touch this, the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Sometimes I'm thinking about what is that they're telling to the PhD. Because we are telling that basically that in the starting stage, the Bhagavad Gita, second, the Bhagavatam, the college studies, and third from the Chaitanya Charitamrita is the PhD. When the really to study, the touch the book, we come to know that one, I am the qualified or not. Because the PhD level, very higher level, how the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the mood is fully described from this Krishna Kavidas Goswami and Srila Prabhupada written this one, all the things is these verses and each word, every verses is the touching of our heart and how to do this, the Bhava, the main things. That's why they called up the PhD. The PhD means the Bhava, how to approach to the God and how to approach to the Acharyas. All this written very nicely from this one. So I don't know I'm the qualified or not, but by my own purification for this one, taking this class, if anything I made any kind of mistakes or something, please forgive me. This one. Thank you so much for this. So, I can go for a little bit in the sharing. Krishna. So, can to share this one, Prabhuji? Prabhuji, I can give the, can you able to share, Prabhuji?
You have access to share, bro.
Oh, it's already there. Okay, okay.
You are a co-host.
Co-host, okay. Open the share. Okay. And to go for this sharing. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, can you sing Prabhuji? Hare Krishna?
Yes, bro.
Yes, Prabhu. So Chaitanya Sardamar class, we go from this. Sorry now. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. All glories to Sri Lord Chaitanya, all glories to Lord Nityananda, all glories to Advaita Chandra, all glories to all the devotees to Lord Chaitanya.
Prabhu, go for slide mode, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Is a slide showing, Prabhu?
No, you have to go for slide mode.
Slide mode, okay. Okay, Prabhu, now?
Yes, now it's okay.
Okay, okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Now we are seeing that Lord Chaitanya is the fast times. From the Adi Lila, 24 years they remained at home. Because this is the one is the we know that this one, the Lord Chaitanya is the 48 years is the living this in the in the earth. At the time he was made this the pastimes with the first the 24 is the Adi Lila. Last the second 24 years is the Shesha Lila. It is the different the 24 years after the acting the sannyasa is the divided to the 6 years in the telling the traveled all over India and from the Puri to Bengal they kept coming to Vrindavan. So this is the Madhya Lila. We are in the process now is going on. And the third of the 18 years the Andhya Lila. This 18 years they remained at Puri. And this is the Puri that in the when the Andhya Lila, the 6 years they spent with the many devotee, established the Prema Bhakti. And the last 12 years is devoted the relating the pastimes of Krishna in separation mode. This is the Lord Chaitanya was done. This is the one that Chaitanya Sardamrita was describing like this. So now we go to the 2.56, the sloka.
कहाँ से त्रिभगा धामा कहाँ से वेणुगाना कहाँ से यमुना पुलिना कहाँ से रस विरसा कहाँ नित्य गीत हासा कहाँ प्रभु मदना मोहना.
The translation, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to the lament by saying, where is the Krishna moves from cover to this the three places, where is the sweet song of his flute, and where is the bank of the Yamuna, where is the Rasa dancer, where is that dancing and singing and laughing, where is my Lord Madana Mohana in Enchanted of Kapil. So in this one verses, what we are seeing that one, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the ecstasy of his love. How it is the showing is the Bhava mood, showing that where is the Krishna moves from the cover of three places. So such a way the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is showing is the Bhava. The one of the pastimes the Krishna was done in the Rasalila timing. To the Krishna was very much afflicted by the Srimati Radha Rani, and the beginning those that mentally distrusted. So being that searching her out along with the banks of Yamuna. So the falling of the find out, she is entered in the bushes of Vrindavan to being the lament. So Krishna also to the there's the Baba is showing to the where is the Srimati Radharani is not seeing that one. She is that kind of the lamentation is there. Such way here in the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's showing is them is that much is the Baba ecstasy is showing the where is the Krishna, where is that the place is there, where the sweet song you feel it. That's Baba, it came from the one. He's showing each everything the Leela, where is the Krishna was done is the first time, is the mentioning each one by this one, the Rasa Leela dancing on that's the deity of the Madana Mohana. For in the same way, it is the given one of the where is the Krishna in the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Sistastakam, 7th verses, it's telling that one Sunyayatam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Virahamani. So he's telling that I am seeing the everything the vacant of because I can't see the Krishna. He's showing that verses 7, I cannot see all the sins vacant in the position that is 11 is saying. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually has advised and he is there as the particularly and he is showing that one is life. That is the devotional service of in separation. This is the mood what this one the Sistashakam is saying that one. And the same one thing, the one of the pastimes that river of Yamuna in the one of the our Gadadhara Pandit, it said wherever you stay in Vrindavan as well as in the river of Yamuna, the river of Gangas and all other places of the pilgrims. So this much of the Yamuna of the mentioning about the Gadadhara Pandit about the verses this one. And another one is showing about the Madana Mohana. Where's this Madana Mohana? The Krishna name is the Madana Mohana. That is name of the meaning, the conqueror of the lusty and desires, disasters, the Kapur is saying that one, the Madana Mohana is the deity. So Srila Prabhupada mentioning one of the lectures, this author of the Chaitanya Charitamrita offers is the respectful obedience unto those the place of deity Vrindavana. That's name of 3 deities of very important in the Vrindavana. These know that everybody. That one of the Sri Radha Madana Mohana, the first deity of that one. Second one, the Radha Govinda Deva. And third one, Sri Radha Gopinath Ji. Those the 3 deities are the life and soul of the Gaudiya Sampradaya Vaishnavas. So because of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas who follow the strictly in the line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu worship the divinity of chanting of transcendental of the sounds mean to the develop as a sense of one transcendental relationship with the Supreme Lord. So this is the one of the Madana Mohana, the deity, how that one is described the Srila Prabhupada in the lectures. So very, very important to our Gaudiya Vaishnava. 3 deities very important to follow with that one, which is our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to follow the one. The second one, the 2.57, the slokas.
Utila nana bhava vega mane haila utpega kshana matre nana konaite prabala virahanale dhairya haila talamare nana shloka lakila badite.
The translation. In this way, various ecstasies emotions involved and the mind of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu filled with the anxiety, he could not escape even for a moment. In this way, because of the feelings of separation, is the patience that began to totter and he began to recite the verses, various verses. Here the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mind, how it is that one of these, the first times we are seeing here, to the abounding that the dancing, the Lord ordered to the so subordinated to the Swarup Damodara to the sing, to understanding his mind. The Swarup Damodara is that in the one of the that one of the Acharya, is telling to the understanding of the mind of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mind. The Swarup Damodara began to singing the follow of all the devotees in the place of in the where in the staying at home. There is one all everybody they want to have the know the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how it is that is the mind they want to know the wood. So Swarup Damodara Prabhu was the Acharya, is what chanting the holy name of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So all the devotee who were staying there in the along with that one, the congregational chanting, the Lord Chaitanya mind was those that specified to the ecstasy of the chanting. So whenever the chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, this the Lord Chaitanya's mind was fully there, fully wimbled to all that this conscious, it is there, his mind. That is the one of that mentioning in the that in the mind of the in this sloka. And one more, there is the verses, the same I took from the Sistastakam, the 7 only. Yuga is them Nimishena, Setva Parisham, that is the 7th sloka is telling, O Govinda, the feeling, your separation, I am the considering the movement of to like 12 years or the more. The tears are following from my eyes to like torrents of rain. So this is the one, the mood to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Govinda, the names, whenever to separation is the mind, is the movement, is telling to that one, the 12 is the more than one, is the name is that one of the second, if you are missing the name, is thinking about the verses. So like this way is the separation mood, is the mind is showing to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is the Bhava is showing that one. Second one, the 2.58 is showing that one, sloka.
Amune adanyani dinantarani Hare Dvadalokana mantarena Anata bandho kalnaika sindho Hahanta katham nayami.
The translation, O my Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, O friend of the helpless, you are the only ocean of mercy, because I am not meet you in inauspicious day and night. Have you become unbearable? I do not know how I shall pass the time. So here also is the same, the continues the Bhava, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's the one, the speaking is the own actual experiences by the Srila, that from the Bilva Mangala Thakura is saying that one, how this they're giving in the verses. This the Bilva Mangala Thakura saying is the Krishna was the if the developed the love of Godhead, the mukti for the liberation, the becomes of subservient or unimportant to him. So very important from here to the, if we are the love of Godhead, which is the last, the previous also, our Shivananda Prabhu, Shivanath Prabhu was given to the love of about the one explanation was given to that one, that the classes. If you are love the Krishna, you have to do the Mangalati. If you are love the Krishna, you do the chanting, the holy names. If you are love of the Krishna, you take the prasadam one taken. If you are love of the Krishna, you take your association with the law, this devotees. If you are love of that one, the Krishna, you always read the Shastras. Means the Shastra means like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is the love, the mood to create to the one, to the attach with the Lord. So such way, here the telling to the our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this inauspicious days, if you are not in the passing the day, one not meet, it's a difficult. How is the mood and bhava? That is the showing that in the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So in this way, we are followers that to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are in the Gaudiya Sampradaya. We have to follow the acharyas, the footpaths. Then only we to the following to the devotional process with the pathway is correct. Always where the acharyas, what is the saying to the our Srila Prabhupada is mentioning always, who telling to the Hare Krishna is the considered as the devotee. On this way, we are the movement we are given, how much we are spending with the Lord. We are telling, always telling, I am the praying the Lord. We are getting that sometimes that distress things, this mind is not good, here and there is going. We have to focus on our devotional service, which is the given by our Srila Prabhupada, mentioning every verses, he is mentioning our pure devotee, pure devotee, pure devotee. The pure devotee means the love to affection, to the love to the Lord, to love to the serve the Baba, to love, how to make to the surrender to him, how to association with the devotees. That's the important. Because one more also verses the mentioned our Srinath Prabhu, this, if you are into association with the other, the non-material, that means non-devotional people, the materialistic people, we will be affected the same way only. So we are always, the association is very, very important. Because of our Srila Prabhupada also, in the last movement is given the final word one was saying, which is the one is the important one. This is the devotees asking, this telling sadhu sangha, always the satsanga to the one. So we have to find out the way to the always association with our devotees, and along with the pure devotees. And one more verses I can to take it from in the Krishna also mentioning from in the 10th canto, the Bhagavad Gita, the Purnatim Vaibhavam is telling that one, the 10.10, how that the devotees are there along with the Krishna is the mentioning to them in the verses, always them. So Matsitta Matkada Pranam, Bodhayanta Parasparam, Kadayanta Smam Nityam, Dushyanta Smamrati. Who my pure devotees, they are thinking about me. Always they are talking about the pastimes of life. They are servicing to me and they are discussion about the pastimes. This is the one they are doing, the pure devotees. In the Bhagavad Gita, it's saying this one. Then only we get the happiness. We are telling always not getting happiness and the distraction. This is the one the Krishna himself is given. Same this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also saying the inauspicious day, the day and night or the passing to the difficult the time when I'm not thinking about the Lord, when I'm not doing the service to the Lord, when I'm not doing to the association with the devotees. So this is the mind, because this all are, because this the Lord is merciful. That's why he's mentioning here the ocean of mercy. There is no distanced from the sea. So that kind of the mercy is having that one. So this is the position of what that Mahaprabhu, this as a take as a Bhakta avatar in the Kali Yuga. So this is the mood, that kind of mood we have to develop ourselves about the association along with the devotees, the pure devotees, along with them. And one more thing that is the mentioning from this, and the same that 10.10 also, that in the Lord saying, the Bhagavad Gita, who doing to the love and affection to the continuously to me, doing the service, definitely I will give that knowledge to them. Who are the loving and affection do the service to the Lord and service to the Acharya, service to the devotees. Definitely there's the mind I will give that the knowledge. Like this, Krishna is saying in the Bhagavad Gita 10.10 also. And one more also is telling how I give the mercy. This is the same that the Sadhu Slokas of the 10.11 that's telling who I give for the personal mercy to them. I was reciting their heart. Who because of we came to that one what is telling Nashyam Yatma Bhavasasto Jnana Deepena Bhavasta. That one given, we came to in the dark place, the Ajnana. In this Ajnana to remove by to that one, I'm glowing to the lamp. Like this is telling that one. So in this way, we are the mood, the position, we have to bring the pure devotee association with them and contact to them always. They keep on going there discussing the Leela pastimes. Then only we go from that what our and the few devotional service to the looking that go to the forward line. Next to the 2.60.
Tila Bhava Chapala Manahila Chanchala Bhavira Gati Bhujanana Yaya Adarshane Bodhamana Kemana Baba Darshana Krishna Dani Pujane Upaya.
The translation, in this way, the Lord restlessness was awakened by the ecstasy feeling and his mind became agitated. No one could understand what courses such a ecstasy would take because the Lord Chaitanya could not meet the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Krishna. His mind burned. He began to ask the Krishna about the means by which he could reach him. This is the 2.60 is the mentioning here. There was one of the pastimes of the Adi Lila, the stating, this one having the lost is acute gem of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu become a overwhelmed with the lamentation. Why? By the remembering of these attributes, the grasping the necks of Ramananda Rai and the Swarup Damodara Goswami, they are also telling about the cried. This crying about is the Baba is showing that one. Also, where is the Lord is asking the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where is my Hari? Where is my Hari? Where is my Hari? That is the mood of passion he was bringing to the one is showing is the ecstasy, how much is the love to them. Even though he is the one, the God, yes, as a taking as a as in the Kali Yuga, as a Lord of Chaitanya came like this, but he is telling about the I want to see my Hari, Hari, Hari. In this way, finally the Lord was the listless and lost is the patience. Because he want to hurry, he is asking to the Ramananda Rai and Swarupa Damodara to asking to where is my Hari, where is my Hari. This is the Bhava it was brought it. Such is the Bhava, he can to understand it about this ecstasy feeling to the mind, the bond in that one. So in this way, to each our to following, but I don't know how I am telling this. I'm not following, but this which is that one the scriptures. I'm just telling this one. Because we are that is the sadhaka levels. We need to improve ourselves, to myself, to the how to do this to the sadhana, how to go to the we are always we are thinking our Acharya and Srila Prabhupada, they're telling about to them back to God. And that's why the Srila Prabhupada mentioning the first book was writing to the I think the back to Godhead. I think the first book he was writing. First of all, he mentioned the back to Godhead. The back to Godhead to go, we go means we need what we are trying to do for that exercise. What in the because in the subject matter, I'm not the qualified to the all the seniors to devotees or to telling each every time to the one to the chanting and follow the 4 regulatory principle and read the Shastra and association with the devotees and read the Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charanamrita. This is the basic fundamental things is we have to put it ourselves to the front. One of the time I discussion with one senior devotee is asking us, what is where you are working? I'm working in the company. So are you running in the initial stage they're asking. He is telling about, are you doing the 16 round chanting? Yes, Prabhu, sometimes I'm doing, sometimes I'm missing 8 round, 10 rounds like this. That time the senior Vaishnava is told me, our first primary duty, the chanting, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The secondary only your material things. Whatever, because you are came here to join our movement, first to the focus on the chanting. If you are the chanting the 16 rounds, it will come all your things as followers. That is the feeling he was given to the advice to me in the initial stage of back to me, the before and that initiation time. So we are loved Godhead to the follow that to the path of devotional, first the priority to the chanting. Some of the time, the things is I'm fed up in time, I'm check with my Siksha Guru. Siksha Guru is telling, our Guru Maharaj told what is telling, only 16 round chanting. First you do, other the rest of the things it's come automatically. That the priority of the chanting. Because when the priority of the chanting you give and that one, then only it come to the love and affection to the Lord. Until it will not, because that is the taste will come, because our mind is restless, because our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is showing that one, these ecstasies of love is the showing that one, his mind also remembered, where is my Hari, where is my Hari? Like this, such a way is asking. So our mind, how we cannot be able to understand that one. So that the chanting is the purification part ourselves to develop to the devotional path. Is the very important here, showing that one. And 2.61. Krishna. One minute, Prabhuji. It's, I think it's coming out on this one. Stuck here. Just a moment. My system got stuck there. I'll go to here. Stop the share. Okay. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Prabhu. Krishna
Okay,
Prabhuji.
okay,
Yes.
okay. Just this systems get stuck. I'm putting the 2.61. Oh, Krishna.
Not here.
Yeah.
वच्चैसवं त्रिभुवनाद्भुतम् इति अनेहि मच्चापरं चातभावा ममापादिकाम्यम्.
Translation. O Krishna, your flute clear proves the sweetness of your eagerly age and wonderful within the three worlds. You know my unsteadiness, and I know the yours. No one else knows about this. I want to see your beautiful, attractive face somewhere in the solitary places, but how I can these two be unaccomplished? This killing here in the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the again it is showing is the ecstasy. How is the everybody thinks is a paraphernalia. The Krishna's the mood is to bringing that mindsetness. So this one, the no one know that one, because we are when you the love of Godhead to the along with them. So each one, that is the one the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is showing to no one knows that about us. So, but I want to see your beautiful, attractive face. So whenever that mood that coming that for us, we can do everybody thinks as we are to glorify to the Lord. So such a way here the mentioning the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the beautiful, attractive face somewhere the solitary place. How I can see this one, the unaccomplished, how I can go it for this one. That mind is came to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Same way, which is we are to the following this one when we are doing that bhava, and this the bhava time only it is coming for us to the Lord was that in the each everything is eyes and is that the full flute and ears is the garments, all the things we can to see each one thing to how to the affection it will come. So because of that, when that mood, the bhava is coming, the nine bhavas is there. One of the bhava, that is the one, the eighth bhava is the bhava condition. Then for ninth one from the prema condition. So in the bhava mood, you have to follow that one from the starting onwards. There's a sadhu sangam. It's coming from the kirtanam and for the bhajana kriya, our that. Anarthas, no meaning this one by one is coming, that is the bhava level, it is coming to this mood. Next to there, go to there, 2.62. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Yes, sorry, Prabhuji. Krishna, Krishna.
Bala dati mora chapala edu tumi ami jani kaha karon kaha yan kaha gele tomapan kaha more kaha taapani.
The translation, my dear Krishna, only you and I know the strength of your the beautiful futures, and because of them, and still now in this my position, I do not know what to do or where to go, where can I find you? I am asking to you give the directions. So same that one the following the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking to the Lord Krishna, how does the beautiful futures become them and know to the my position. So in this way, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking, how I find out to you, how to bring this the one that is that one to the showing to me, and this the mood, how to I show your places where I can meet you. This is the bhava to the understanding the both of them to the art by heart. That is called of the transcendental knowledge. This is the transcendental mood. It is coming to the each one of them to the who we are practicing to the in the devotional service. It's coming the last verses to the one for 2.63.
Nana bhavera prabalya haila sandhi sabalya bhavi bhave hailya maharana outsukya chapalya dainya rosamarsa adi sainya premunmada sabala karana.
Translation: because of the various kind of ecstasy, the contradictory the state's mind of accord, and this resulted in the great fight between the different types of ecstasy, the necessity of importance, humility, anger, and impassions were all like the soldiers fighting, and this madness of love, the Godhead, was the causes. In these verses, we can take some of the points we are mentioning. Who are the sober the devotee? Sober the devotee can offer their submission to Krishna in the following the three ways they're mentioning in the Bhakti Siddhamrita Sindhu from the taken one. These the three types of the one to the submission to the Lord. The one of that one, Sampartanam Mitaka. It's the meaning, it's like the very feeling to offering to the prayers. The second one, it is telling to Dayan Bhav Devaka. It's telling humbly submitting oneself. And the third one to the Lala Sambai. That is the third of one saying. In the Lala Sambai, this one the out mentioning here, the deciding the perfection of stage. This deciding some perfectional stage in the spiritual life is not the sense gratification. Okay, the one realize something, one is the constitutional relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he understand he is the original position and want to be reinstated in the position either as a friend or servant or parent or the constitutional lover of Krishna. That is called of the Lalasa Mai, of the very eagerly desiring to go one the natural position. This the Lalasamai, the stage of submission come. In the stage of the perfect liberation, which is the teaching to call Sorupa Siddhi. In the Sorupa Siddhi, when the living entity understand by them perfect of the spiritual advancement and the revelation of the original relationship with the Lord. So three types of we are mentioning here, which is our level according to we can to approach the Lord. It's the mentioning that that last one that's telling to them Leela's Mai. This is the one, the Lala's Mai. This is the one, the perfection of the stage. Our deciding how we are keeping the perfection of the stage, the spiritual life. It is not in the sense gratification, because we are the control of the sense gratification. How it is the possibility? This is the one to that take the prasadams. And the main important, the prasadam is the important of the sense gratification. That's the one the control ourselves. So when this thing, here our constitutional position, what myself, how to do to approach to the Lord in this situation, to the understanding this one, the original position, to the one to either to the our relationship to the this giving to the acharyas, the friend, or to the servant and the parent of constant love. But my understanding, it is always the servant of the Lord is the best way to the approach to the Lord. It is the why because we are the nitya swarupa. We are our rupa is the nitya swarupa. It's coming. So we are always the servant of the Lord. If we coming, it is we get of the our knowledge. Is coming to the position. This is the one is the mentioning here. This is the one. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. And one more thing I want to present to the last time I visited to the in the Srirangam Dham to the holy place where is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was stayed the 4 months in the mud. That mud by the Guru and Gauranga Mirsya, Srinavar Vaishnava Kripa, I went that place and just would like to sharing some slides, because the last time we had the September month I was taken that classes. November month I visit that places, that holy place of where the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed the 4 months, the Jagannath Mutt. So really it's amazing that one, that is the God, because that place after the Puri, the long time staying in the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Srirangam only. That is the presentation is there. I'd like to show that one. This is the one, the mud. Everybody can see this one, Prabhuji?
No, Prabhu. First, you have to exit your previous presentation. You have to stop sharing and then share again.
Okay. Can you, Prabhu, now, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, nice. This is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was staying in the pilgrims, the south performed is there in the Sadurmasya, between the tent. This is the temple. Before it was like a small mud only. After this, the mud, the taken by in the Srirangam, the temple, this one, the undertaking, they made this the temple from here. Because the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this place only in this, in the mud only staying the 4 months. All the places, if you're seeing here, very wonderfully it is there. That is the name they are mentioning. Each pillar, the Sista Sakam, is life history. They're showing that one. So this is the one that mentioning the drawing, which is the draw from there, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the 4 months is only, he was in the himself was by hand, he was made it there in the Jagannath, Balaram, Subhadramai, that Vigraha that we will show now. This is the one Chaitanya, that is the name of that one, Sri Jagannath Mutt. So in the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, during the pilgrims, this is the place. Where is this showing here? This is the one that Jagannath and Balaram and Subhadramai to make it the own himself by his hand. He was made it. This is the one in the Vigraha, still it is there. So this is the Vigraha. It's not in the original position of the in the Puri. But because it is the made by them the South Indian form. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was made it. So very, very, very beautifully that made in that Jagannath, that one. And there's one by the form of the mood Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taken. This is the one that in the one small mud only they are mud it. In this inside the temple, one the pujari is there. Actually, he is the belongs to the Sri Vaishnava. He is doing into the Srirangam temple, but he leaves that job. He came to this the service, the one pujari from the servicing that one. That is the pujari. I'm showing this photo also. So very beautiful places, because that is the wherever we are following to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we must to attend the pilgrims, because the 4 months out of the Puri long time this is staying this the place the mud. So it is in this way we are sworn that one. This is the pujari. He is the one is the doing only one pujari. He doing in service without any to the beneficial nothing. He never mind anything. That money part is the own money is putting on the serve that temple. He do the morning arti and afternoon the boga and all the things. This is the one he is doing the one of this pujari. Actually, he is not in our ISKCON. He is actually Vaishnava Sampradaya, Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. But he lived the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. Is following to the Jagannath. This mutt is the one. So he is the opposite. In this, the mud, which is the Jagannath mud, opposite only. Our one of the Goswamis, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami is the house that Dham also it is there in opposite. Now they are demolished. There the this dynasty there is there. They are the parampara. One the most in the pujari in the temple of the Sri Rangam. So he is also on the same one, but he is telling to I don't want to in there. I want to serve to the in the Jagannath Mutt only, which is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in this place. I want to serve. His feelings very he's showing that one how the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is showing is the feeling. Is explained by him very nicely. He's keeping some of the salagrams and everything. It is there. So please to visit in this place of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where is staying that in the mud the 4 months. Is the very important our devotional life. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is that is the pilgrims from the in the Sri Rangam Kshetram. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Om Sat. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Mataji. If any of the mistakes are committed mistakenly and talking something, please forgive me. This is my own purification. I'm just reading one because I'm not qualified to touch the Chaitanya Charitamrita, but by our Siksha Guru, the Guru's the words, I'm just following that one. This is the one I was, which is able to proceed to that one. However, you are understand or not, but that's all to our Vaishnavas Kripas. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you, Prabhu. Thanks for showing this add-ons. Srirangam, the temple where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited. This is one of very auspicious places. Every one of us must visit. So thank you very much for doing this and also nicely explaining today's slokas. These slokas are very deep. That needs a lot of dwelling into, and we need to swim into the mood of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is expressed in this slokas. And you did your best to cover most of the points from these slokas. Next week we are going to hear from His Grace Varnapati Govinda Prabhu, VP Govinda Prabhu. Prabhu, can you please confirm? I sent a message, but I couldn't hear you. VP Govinda Prabhu, are you there?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat
Pranam. So next week is your session, Prabhu. As per our roster master, Prabhu.
Okay. Prabhuji, I will touch base with Prabhuji because just finishing Bhakti Vaibhav Module 2.
So
But,
you are
I will touch base with Prabhuji. Hopefully, I will do it.
You will do it?
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhu. So I'll message you on your WhatsApp, Prabhu. Please check after some time. I'll message you.
Sure, Prabhuji. I was so immersed. I was just checking Zoom now, but yeah, I haven't checked the WhatsApp. But I will do it.